Hello, I'm Giles Cosgrove, he's James Monty Montgomery, and along with Jess, we're probably best known for doing this.
You're going to go 3 wide into Paul Frere as well. They're keeping it very, very clean. Fair play to... Oh, no, they're not. I spoke too soon.
Monty, the line between stupidity and bravery is incredibly thin. What side have Trinity St David come down on?
But it has allowed Sheffield Hallam to join in now, and this two-way battle for 9th has become a 4-way. Beautiful.
You want to watch what you say there, Monty.
I don't believe what I'm seeing for the first time in 2 years, 3 years. Cardiff finish endurance!
55.8 is their fastest lap. My goodness, hope my ravioli watched this.
The thing is, there's a slight problem. None of us in the commentary box have ever actually driven a Formula student car. Jess is a very successful sim racer, but she doesn't have a driving licence, so officially she can't. What about you, Monty?
I was too tall, too big to ever drive it. I could never fit in the Formula student car.
I could fit in the Formula student car, and I did.
Nice.
But the closest I ever got to driving was bleeding the brakes. And I sat in the cockpit and pushed the brake pedal when I was told. And that was the closest I got to driving the car. Take from that what you will, until now, because we've come away from Silverstone. It's cold, it's windy, and chances are it's going to rain at some point, because we're in Wales. We've come to Cardiff Bay, and my old team Cardiff Racing have been kind enough to say that we can have a go. So we're at Cardiff Bay, which is where Cardiff Racing come and test their cars, and we've got a bit of a challenge. So we're going to have to complete driver egress ourselves to be allowed to actually drive the car, which is something every Formula student driver has to do, and then we are going to try and get within 2 seconds?
Steady. 5.
5 seconds of a lap time set by Formula Students' most entertaining driver 2023, Cardiff Racing's very own Aaron Farmer.
Can it challenge the likes of the top 3? I don't know, but to be honest, it's about trying to score as many points as they possibly can.
We've collected a cone.
That is a time
We've
penalty.
really collected a cone. It's not dropping off anytime soon. That is. Oh, hello. Whoops-a-daisy. That's not going to do any favours for this time, and that is what was going to be quite a promising time. The second attempt from driver number 1 from Cardiff was looking really quite promising, and now we've just got a cone coming for a ride. We've adopted it now, apparently.
Hello, Giles.
Hello.
Just coming for a wee cameo here. I think that could be candidate for furthest travelled cone for this weekend that drive there.
Well, the wind's beginning to pick up. What do you expect? It's Wales, and we're joined by the man himself, Aaron Farmer. Thank you for being with us. How are you doing?
So good, yeah, I'm good. How are you, Joss? Yeah.
I'm quite nervous about this, I won't lie. What does it take to be a Formula student driver?
Yeah. Well, I think it changes from team to team. If you've got an electric car, if you've got a combustion car. In our team, if you show a lot of commitment in the early years, you kind of show a little bit of promise in karting, a little bit of sim racing, then maybe you get, you get a go in the kart, you go down testing here, and then that's when it really starts. You know, you got to learn how the car behaves. It's nothing like anything I've driven before. You know, I've driven like karts, like karting, you know, race karts, cars, and it's quite different. You know, it's quite the weight balance is very different to like a normal kind of race car that you'd kind of receive, because there's no weight on the front. There's all of it on the rear.
Right.
It takes a lot to learn how to drive them.
So you're in the car.
Yep.
The engine's running.
Yep.
By Formula Students standards, that's already a miracle.
Yeah.
What do you need to do next?
Yep.
How do you get the car going off the line?
Yeah. So for our car, we've got an electronic clutch. So we've got a little paddle on our steering wheel. So you pull the clutch in, change it into gear. We've got electronic shifter as well, and you slowly release the clutch until it starts moving with a little bit of a higher revs to keep it going even.
Okay. And then, what's the secret behind a fast lap? Once you've got off the line, you're moving.
Yeah.
How do you put the power down? Where do you put the power? What gears are you in?
Yeah.
How do you get round in the fastest time possible?
So I think it's about learning the car really. It changes from track to track, from car to car really. So for our car, it used to not really like first gear. So you'd want to get out of first gear immediately because the wheel spins a lot there because you've got a lot of power. And kind of like braking earlier into the corners and letting the car roll through. Our car is not a big fan of the hard braking and turning into corners. So it's really about knowing what car you're driving. Like if I drove a different car, it'd be completely different. And I think bringing it all together for a lap is really hard, but it's one of the fun things about it, isn't it?
Well, we're going to see if you can bring it together for a lap. Come on then, show us how it should be done.
Yeah, let's go.
Whilst Aaron was doing exactly what we'd asked him to and showing us how it should be done, the weather took a turn for the Welsh and rain became hail. Aaron was quite happy to continue, but the camera crew, less so.
Then the weather got really bad, so we're having a quick break.
And once the weather had subsided, it was our turn. And before we could hit the tarmac, first we had to get to grips with the cockpit and egress. Luckily, team lead Hugh was on hand to talk us through it. Right, so I'm in the car.
You're in the car.
What do I need to know?
So it's going to be different to any other car you've driven.
Okay.
The main thing is that all your controls are on your steering wheel of how you need to drive it.
Okay.
But your most important button is the kill button here.
Right.
When you come to a stop or you need to turn everything off, that is your kill button. Slam that with your palm, do it, get used to it. Hit that, that's fine.
Right, okay.
Twist it lightly to undo it, to reset
okay.
it.
So
That's sort of like start the car again.
yeah, sure.
Cool.
All right.
Next to that, you've got your start button. This is how you actually start the car,
Okay.
standard. On your steering wheel,
Yep.
that comes on and off with the collar behind. You
Yep.
can do that with one hand or two hands to take it off.
Yep.
You have to pull the collar all the way.
Okay, so it's gonna be like that.
Yep. Putting it back on is the reverse. So line it up on the top. Make sure it's all the way on. There we go. And then make sure it's nice and on. Give it a good tug. Make sure it's solid. Perfect. Now this is where things get different to your normal car.
Okay.
You've got paddle shifters for the gears.
Right.
Upshift, downshift. So as you're driving along,
So is it double click or one click?
single click.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
So one solid firm click. So you're accelerating along first gear, click second gear. It does it for you.
Right, okay.
You don't even have to take your foot off the throttle.
Sure.
You can just drive along full throttle, change gear.
Okay.
As you're going to change down a gear, you're braking into a corner, you don't have to do anything but click the downshift button. Automatically it'll do the clutch for you and blip the revs for you. You'll be in that gear below before you even know it.
Right, okay. Okay. I hope you're paying attention and taking notes, because I should have. You can probably see I'm really concentrating, or at least I'm trying to, but it wasn't all going in.
The other big thing here is on the bottom left, you've got your big clutch paddle.
Right.
So that is your clutch. You should only need that when you're pulling away or you're coming to a stop. Because once you're moving, like I said with the gears, you don't need to worry about using the clutch. It does everything for you.
I'm gonna stall so much.
Oh yes, you will. So it's a motorbike clutch.
Right.
You have to let it slip for a lot longer than you would in a car. You're also starting what the motorbike's engine is actually its second gear.
Okay.
Because we don't use its first gear.
I've never driven a motorbike in my life.
No, that's fine. It still runs like a car, but you have to basically into first gear with the clutch in, with your hand on the clutch. Let it out about halfway and you'll start to feel the car move. Hold it there.
Hold it there.
You'll gradually pick up speed and you'll have to probably go about 20 metres or so until you can let it out fully.
Right, so it'll take a while because obviously you've got to go through the 19.
Absolutely,
the
so you'll be near where Brian is there.
Right.
By the time you can actually release the clutch fully.
Okay.
You also have to hold the revs slightly high as you do that as well, otherwise it will just stall. It's a very racy engine.
Sure.
You have to give it quite a lot of revs in order to pull away.
I want to say how hard can it be, but I can imagine very, to be honest.
If you follow those steps, you'll be fine.
Okay.
But it'll take some getting used to. It definitely needs that.
Right, and I'm under the impression, before we can even drive, we've got to prove that we can get out of here all seat belted in within 5 seconds in case of emergency.
The safety egress for if the car's on fire, you need to be out from your fully belted position in 5 seconds out of the car.
Should we try that?
I think we need to get you done because you're not driving if you can't.
Let's give it a go.
This wasn't even the hard bit. All you have to do is take the steering wheel off, hand it to the person next to you, quick release the safety belts and pull yourself up and out of the car, all in 5 seconds. This wasn't even driving and it took me multiple attempts, but finally we got this one, which was in 5 seconds-ish. With egress completed, I had to learn how to pull away. Lee offered me some advice.
So your clutch obviously is on your hand, right? Not your foot, yeah?
Yeah.
So let's pull neutral, goes in neutral again, right?
Yep.
So you got to ride the clutch, ride. Hey, clutch, first gear.
Oh, sorry.
Clutch.
And finally, after all that, I was underway. But I wasn't exactly winning any points for speed.
Yeah, try and get into go, yeah.
Quite possibly the most fun I've ever had in a car. And I've got to go in now, and apparently, I think I'm going to actually try to do a lap, which, suffice to say, is not easy.
Into the cone.
Okay, so this is that, but quite honestly, I'm absolutely terrified. I don't know where the is. I'm at the track limits completely. Oh well. Yeah, I can see Hughes directing me now. Slalom. Yeah, good. Excellent exit. Power on. This is where they want to kick the aero out, isn't it? Yes, there we go. Through gear. I've got to be really consistent with my foot. This is so sensitive. It's such a sensitive car. I'm out of the cones completely.
And after that complete disaster, it was pretty obvious I was a lost cause. And it fell to Monty to defend the honour of the commentary box.
Here we go then. Clearly, I haven't got it. Monty might well do. So let's see what he can do behind the wheel of CR19. Monty off the line for his first sprint lap. And immediately he's a lot quicker than he was. There's a cone gone already as he breaks into the sweeping left-hander. Back down through the track. Really flooring it there. Spray leaping off the rear wheels. This is looking pretty good. That 2-second penalty though is going to inhibit his time through the slalom, keeping things planted. That's a nice line through there into the left hander. He's got the exit perfectly from the slalom into there. Perfectly done. Spray leaping from the wings. It's not great out there. Coming round the corner. And I wish I could tell you the time. I don't yet know. Amy, what time was that? 33. How far off of Aaron's is that? 3 seconds. He's within the 5 seconds. He's already done it. He's already done it. Oh, hang on. No, add on the 2 seconds. He's just got the 5 seconds with that 2 second penalty for the cone. If you stay off the cones, you're within the 5 seconds of Aaron. You've got 1 second to take off. You want to be within 2 seconds of him.
In just one lap, Monty had achieved what we'd set out to do, but he wasn't done yet.
Here we go then, second flying lap for Monty behind the wheel of CR19. The revs are up. Bit of wheel spin off the line, plenty of wheel spin away then. No cones, oh, and they're away. I spoke too soon, the cones are gone. 2 out of the second of the 90 degrees. Oh, a lot of wheel spin through there, looking at the tail stepping out, torque steer to the maximum. Monty really pushing it now through the slalom, great entry, he'll get the exit line perfectly into that hairpin at the top of the course. They're flying straight down the back, spray leaping from the car, coming past me, I've got to step back, he's getting out of line, oh, and he's really sent it through there. That was the most fun I've ever had behind the wheel of a car, ever.
Yep, agreed. That was just wonderful to do.
And I was rubbish. I was absolutely dreadful.
No, you weren't. You've never driven one of these things before,
No.
and it just shows how hard they are to
Yeah,
drive,
absolutely. I was 15 seconds, 18 seconds off of Aaron's time.
Really?
You were on par with Aaron's time, give or take a few cones.
Yeah, well, I couldn't really fit into the car that well, but do you know what, I was fine with that. I was literally driving like that, so I just went, well, I'm not going to be able to turn. I want to see how much power this thing had, so the cones were the sacrificial lamb as far as I was concerned.
Some were really sacrificed. The car did have to get put up to retrieve one of the cones.
Yep.
But it's all fun and games, as evidenced by that lot. So, put it this way, I think we have proven how hard can it be? Very hard to drive a Formula student car. But now, in the commentary box, at least we can say we've done it.
Absolutely, and we have much greater appreciation for every single person we see at Silverstone driving one of those cars.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Back to us in the studio. I won't use that.